actually on my headset. Big Speedway fans, Jim. Supremes and Baby Love in the next hour. We'll talk more about your obituaries, more on devolution to come as well, and our new feature, Take On Me, and we'll reveal the answer to the 1 second song contest. Stand by.
A passion for Cambridgeshire. FM, online, on DAB. This is BBC Radio Cambridgeshire.
Tuesday morning, 7th of March. It's the big conversation belting out of your speakers. We're back after the news at 11. Here's Julia.
Thanks, Paul. Good morning. A number of skiers are feared to be buried under snow following an avalanche in the French ski resort of Tignes. Last month, 4 snowboarders were killed when an avalanche hit the same area. Our Paris correspondent Lucy Williamson reports.
Mountain police have confirmed to the BBC that rescue teams have been sent to the slope to begin searching for those buried under the snow. Initial reports suggest there may be many people missing. A local ski company said it was sending staff with probes to help with the rescue effort. We expect them to be digging for hours, it said. The site of the avalanche is reportedly difficult to access by helicopter because visibility is said to be poor. According to the French media, the slope was classified as an easier run. Many other slopes had reportedly been closed because of bad weather.
A Labour councillor in Peterborough says residents in Cambridgeshire have been ignored as the Cambridgeshire and Peterborough mayoral election process gets underway. The new combined authority was signed off by the government yesterday ahead of May's election of a new county-wide mayor. But an online poll revealed that 59% of residents were against an elected mayor. Ed Murphy says residents have been hoodwinked.
People of Cambridgeshire don't want an elected mayor, that's quite clear, and the majority online poll voted against having an elected mayor when they were consulted about it. They weren't then consulted about the removal of powers from Peterborough and Cambridgeshire, didn't even get asked about that.
A government spokesman said the information was omitted due to an error during the drafting of the final report. The search continues at a landfill site in Milton, the missing Suffolk serviceman Corey McKeague. The 23-year-old disappeared after a night out in Bury St Edmunds in September. His mobile phone was picked up at Barton Mills on the night he went missing. Police believe it was in a bin lorry heading for the Cambridgeshire recycling depot. The government's coming under further pressure from a Cambridgeshire MP to reconsider plans to limit the number of child refugees taken in by Britain to 350. The Conservative backbencher and MP for South Cambridgeshire, Heidi Allen, is seeking to amend the Children and Social Work Bill in the Commons later today to require councils to declare how many vulnerable children they can accommodate. And people living near the A428 at Caxton Gibbet say they need the road improved now. Residents in Elterslie say the constant traffic there is causing them misery. It's as Highways England have launched a public exhibition on options to upgrade the road between the Caxton Gibbet and the Black Cat roundabouts. Alistair Frost, Senior Project Manager for the A428 at Highways England, says they're getting on with it as fast as they possibly can.
We've come to the option stage very, very quickly. We've done a lot of work. We've put a lot of effort into getting to the options. We are tracking it as fast as we possibly can. I'm expecting to have this work started in March 2020. That's our commitment, and that's where we're going towards.
Sports and cycling and Team Skyriders have come out in support of team principal Sir Dave Brailsford. The 53-year-old has been criticised for his handling of the saga involving Sir Bradley Wiggins and the authorised use of banned drugs. George Maris insists the League Two playoffs are still a possibility for Cambridge United ahead of the trip to Carlisle on Saturday. The midfielder says the U's will make the most of having a free midweek to recharge their batteries. And Arsenal have the almost impossible task of overturning a 5-1 scoreline against Bayern Munich in the Champions League tonight. No team has ever turned around a 4-goal first-leg deficit in the Champions League. And the weather for Cambridgeshire, dry and bright for most of us today. Highs reaching 9 degrees Celsius. Tonight the cloud will build up and the rain will arrive just after midnight with lows getting down to 5. And there's more news as it happens at bbc.co.uk/Cambridgeshire. It's 5 minutes past 11.
As is typical with the listeners of this show, you give them an inch, they take a mile. We've been collecting their premature obituaries. Now they've decided to write mine.
Well, go on.
Would you like to hear Brian's version?